Whitney.
Hello and welcome to Reviews with Whitney D. I am she. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to click that subscribe. Head on over to that notification bell, move it from personalized to all so you can receive any and every upload that I place onto the channel. Get familiar with our community tab. There's where you can see any exclusive behind the scene content pertaining to the channel. I ask you questions, I ask you polls, I give you some pictures in regards to my day-to-day life. So go ahead and head on over to the community tab and join the conversation. Let's go. Hey you guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new, click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so I pray everybody had a wonderfully blessed and safe and socially distant Easter. We did. It was very awesome. We cleaned the house and we gathered some things for the kiddos to be able to do a little Easter egg hunt here at home. And it was phenomenal. They did pretty daggone good. Well, in lieu of that, I was able to actually catch up on Married at First Sight season 10. I'm sorry, I have not been keeping my promise with you guys and giving you updates and telling you what I think. It's just been so much, but I was able to binge watch, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on these few episodes, as well as give you guys my choices on the couples if they're going to stay together, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the week that the couples decide if they're going to continue in the marriage, and it's been a lot going on, so just bear with me. Okay, so first and foremost, we have Jessica and Austin. Okay, I dubbed them the weird but cute couple. They're two kindred souls, if you ask me. They just they put them together very well. Okay. And here recently, they really didn't have any issues, besides the fact of the matter that Austin hadn't said I love you, and Jessica said it first. And so Jessica was kind of feeling away because she was like, Austin hasn't said it first. Now, my thing is this, okay? My husband, when we were dating, was the first to say that he loved me. I wasn't quite there yet. I felt it, but I didn't want to say it yet because I didn't want it to come off as disingenuine. So I waited a little bit, but he did say it first, and it made it easier for me to come out and come to say it to him. But it did take me some time. I didn't initially say it first. He did. And so I kind of understand where she's coming from. It's kind of us women, we're emotional, so that's going to be quick for us to be able to say it, but we want to be rest assured that that person feels the same. So I get it. But my advice to Jessica is just chill out. It's going to come. I feel like he feels the same way about her. However, he's just trying to make sure that he means what he says and says what he means. It's a very fresh relationship. They're rushing into a lot of things, and I get it, But besides that, their issue also is that Austin travels a lot, and they're just now getting into this marriage, into this relationship, getting to know each other. And he's about to have to be gone for upwards, I think, for a month or so. And so she's like, I don't know if I can deal with that. So that has been one of their issues and concerns in regards to their marriage, is that he travels with his work. He said that she was aware of this. However, I don't think she knew as in the depth of, the traveling. And the thing is that any kind of marriage relationship, you don't know what you're getting yourself into until you live with a person. And so I never condone shacking, but I mean, I did that with my now husband, and I was able to see how he lives. And a lot of things I was like, oh, okay, he wasn't lying, because he used to always get off the phone with me so early. And I'm just like, why? You trying to talk to another girl? Blah, 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 blah. He's like, no, I'm tired. Well, living with him, I was like, oh, he does go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock at night. So living with him was able to make me see him in a different light and see the things that he put out there to be factual. And then it made me be exposed to some other things like, oh, you don't pick that up. You don't do this. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that probably was conveyed to her that, hey, I travel for work. But now that they're together, it's like, oh, you travel for work. You know what I'm saying? So that was an issue in regards to what had been going on with them. I'm going to let you know how I feel about each relationship, each marriage, towards the end. I just want to give you guys a quick recap on my thoughts about each couple, because I have not been doing so. As I stated, I do sincerely and genuinely apologize. I've just been really diving deep in the whole Azriel and all that stuff situation, but not for nothing. Let's get into it. Next couple is Katie and Derek. Okay. I really loved this couple initially. I really was skeptical about Katie because going into it, she was contemplating feelings and stuff like that with her ex. Okay. And I feel like she wasn't giving Derek the opportunity to be that knight in shining armor, if you will, or be the difference, because she initially went into it with her head not in the game, if you will. And so I kind of stood corrected. She kept picking at this guy, and I was just like, I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? And girl, you ain't just diamond, you ain't golden. I mean, that's just my opinion. She alright, but baby, please, you shouldn't be. Anyways, Derek is a sweetheart. And I was telling my husband, I was like, she just is kind of like, I don't think she really likes him like that. He's the sweetest thing. He's doing all this stuff. And maybe just for camera's sake, because she said that, he pays her no attention, which on camera, it's the total opposite. And then she was getting jealous and stuff like that. So it was just kind of a weird. Her actions is kind of like, you want this affection, but then when you get it, you act as if you don't want it. And it's just kind of like, I honestly got the truth, believe that her head is still with her ex, period. And if her ex called her and was ready to work things out and they were towards the end of this and she could choose, I think she probably would go back to her ex, because she seemed like she was conflicted, and God is not the author of confusion. But anyways, so in regards to them, that was their issues. They kind of started arguing a lot more, and revelations of things kept coming out, and I don't know. I was really rooting for them, and I see that they have some issues, but I think it's more so on Katie's end. She doesn't like that he's a dreamer. She feels like his dreams are immature, which I don't think so. I think that's a beautiful thing. And, he's young. They're young. And I feel like him having bucket lists of things to do in his life, I think that's pretty daggone awesome. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get why she was so hell-bent on, disregarding, his stance and his views on like what he wants to do in life and his goals and things of that nature. I didn't get that. I didn't get why she was just so gun-ho on, making him feel stupid, if you will, in regards to how he feels about different things that he wanted to do in life. If anything, as a wife, you're supposed to be supportive. Now, I mean, if you want to say, okay, you can't travel the world because you want kids, well, let's compromise. Let's say that we're going to travel the world to this extent of time, and then we're going to revisit having kids. But you don't just sit here and shoot everything down that this guy was saying just because you're so serious and just because you're such an adult. But anyways, that's what they have going on in regards to their dynamics. And I was just like, okay, well, whatever. So next couple up is Mindy and Zach. All right. And I was so rooting for this couple. I liked Zach for Mindy at one point in time, but this dude is a character. And I am not here for the fact of the matter that he was secretly building a relationship, a friendship, if you will, with one of her friends. And that was grimy and slimy of the friend too. And I was just like, what the heck? Mindy was too sweet. She too sweet for me, because baby, I would have been chickadee checking both of them. It wouldn't have been like, okay, can you explain? No, you get out my life too. And there's just some shady stuff going on in regards to Zach. And it's unfortunate, because I'm like, dude, you okay, but you not all that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. But as a tease for like them sitting down to decide, she was grinning and skinning and stuff like that with him. And I'm just like, girl, no, you better not. But I'm going to tell you what I think in regards to the dynamics, what they are going to do. But I don't feel like she should stay in the marriage.
Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics is way more than its namesake. From primers, mascaras, eyeshadows, foundations, lippies, lashes, and so much more. For that fierce look you can't find anywhere else, Lips and Lashes by Shea Cosmetics. Tell them Whitney from Reviews with Whitney D sent you.
He doesn't want her. It's clear as day. And I think he was just really on it for TV. He got his fame. And I would really hate for her to move forward with him knowing all these things. I mean, he is showing no signs in being interested in her, really, genuinely. Now, he's showing that for camera, says, yeah, I want to stay in this, but not genuinely. I don't get that wholeheartedly that he likes her like that he wants to move forward and actually, stay committed. I think that he is more so about the look on the show, how that's going to make him look, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think so. I don't think he really wants to be in it, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. Now let's get to Micah and Mika and Michael. Okay. And I originally loved this couple as well, because I keep saying the same thing. Michael initially was like, I want somebody with natural hair and I want this in third, and she was that. And so I was excited for him and for this couple, but this Negro cannot stop lying. I don't know what it is. He just can't stop lying. And it's like, she's not crazy. At first I kind of was like, okay, she is just doing too much. She really doesn't like dude or whatever. No, he's just a habitual liar. And I don't understand. And he keeps equating it to being adopted. Cue the violin right now. Okay. And it's just like, dude, you are 20-some, 30-some years old. Like, okay, you've been knowing that you've been adopted, but come on, move forward. And if not, do the work that it takes for you to move forward in life and not let that be a hindrance in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, he just irritates me a little bit, because I'm just like, dang, just do right. Like, she is steady there. She's willing to work with you and work on it, but you aren't putting forth the effort to actually be serious and genuine. And then I'm just saying to myself, like, wondering why he just wants to lie about everything, and why he wants to build this facade of a life. You know what I'm saying? I know he did say some things were embarrassing to him that he, lied about it, but it's just kind of like, at this point, this girl is really willing to move forward with you. So just be honest and be transparent and move forward with that. But I don't know. Now, some stuff I feel like Mika is kind of could just look over stuff. But then again, she's trying to get to know him. I don't think she's necessarily picking at him. She's just trying to get an understanding. She don't know him. They don't know each other. They're strangers. So that's it on that. Now, the reason why I wanted to save Taylor and Brandon last is because, my God, I was telling my husband, this season is dope, man. These people on here, they match very well, but also it's kind of like it's a lot of drama, and I'm here for it. Okay, I see you married at first sight. But anyways, so Taylor and Brandon, okay, this couple was another weird couple for me, but I liked them together because they were weird together, right? Now, Brandon had a lot of issues with production. He was very disrespectful. He's very immature to me. He just comes off as, oh my gosh, just so immature and weird. But Taylor had her faults too. She did too much when it came to her posting this whole little consultation, if you will, of what she's looking for in men, when she had a whole husband, upstairs. So I wasn't here for that. But Brandon continued to be disrespectful to production and things to that nature. And then, they got some kind of, I guess, he wanted to be off camera. And they were still recording like the house and stuff, the apartment, and baby, they were snuggling all up. So I really think the pressure is on more so with him being on camera. But since being off, he seems like he's been very good with when it comes to Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Do I see anything working out for them in the future? Yeah, I feel like, like I said, they're a good couple. The dynamics is there, So the moment you guys have all been waited for, I am going to tell you who I feel like is going to say what in this whole wrap up of everything. Katie and Derek. I feel that it's going to be a yes for Derek. And I feel like it may very well be a no for Katie. However, overall, I feel like they're going to both want to stay in the marriage. Okay. So I give them a green check that they will stay in the marriage. Now, Jessica and Austin, I feel like that's just hands down going to be okay. They're gonna stay in the marriage. I give them a green check. Then we have Mindy and Zach. I feel as though Zach is going to say a no. I feel like Mindy better say no. I don't know though, but overall I feel like no. It was already declared anyways, because she had a whole divorce party out here in these streets. So I feel like no for them. But you know what? I'm kind of straddling the fence, and I was right about one couple last year where I feel like they were not going to last. I'll insert their picture here, and they didn't. To this day, they're still married. They, weirdly enough. But overall, I think a no. I think that, they're building it up to where it's like, you don't know. But I think low key it's going to be a no, okay, for Mindy and Zach. Now, in regards to Mika and Michael, I'm kind of straddling the fence when it comes to them, but I'm going to go ahead and say yes, that they're both going to stay in it. I'm not quite sure when it comes to Mika, because Mika was kind of over the lies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't quite know. I will low key say that Mika will probably be like no, and Michael will probably be yes. But overall, I say yeah. I'll give them a green check as well and say that they're going to stay. Now, last but not least, Taylor and Brandon. I feel as though Taylor would say yes, because he's been doing some stuff behind the scenes. Brandon, I feel like Brandon would say yes too. And here's why: because he's been showing signs off camera, and these cameras are about to leave. So I think that will give him even more of a gumption to, move forward, because that has always been the problem. So I say Katie, Derek, yes, they're going to stay. Jessica, Austin, yes, they're going to stay. Mika and Michael, yes, they're going to stay. Mindy, Zach, no. And then Taylor and Brandon, yes. So I think all but one, which is Mindy and Zach, are going to be yeses. So we will see, you guys. Those are my predictions. I am going to come with a wrap-up video this week to let you know what happens. And that goes for all my Married at First Sight fans out there. Sorry, I've been not keeping my word, but there you go, you guys. And tell me what you think down in the comments below. It's your time. What do you think about these couples? What do you think is going to happen? Tell me what you think down in the comments below. All right, you guys. Bye.